Watching Fox 51's East Texas Living with David Gibson.
Back joining me now is chefs Tim and Kim, and they're here to share about the creative ways to cook with canned foods. How you doing today?
I'm doing great. How about you?
I'm doing awesome. I see you got a lot of different things here, so tell us a little bit about what you got here.
Well, you know, I think out of the can we just try to be not chefy. These are not chefy recipes. They're just taking
ordinary ingredients and creating
extraordinary food.
Extraordinary food. So we love it.
We've done a lot of work with food pantries and food banks and so on, and we find that a lot of people say, gosh, you know, I don't know what else to do with a can of green beans or a can of yams, or I don't particularly like an item. So today, because, you know, international food has become so popular, and, you know, you're in a big city here. You're in Tyler, Texas, so we're going to make you some yam and peanut stew, which is originating from West Africa.
Taking you way back.
Yep.
Because this started like in the 1800s.
Yeah, it was quite a ways. So, should I get started?
Yes, sir. Show me what we're going to do.
Well, I've got my flame on already. I'm using a regular oil. You can use vegetable oil. You can use olive oil, canola oil, grapeseed oil, but I'm going to use a little bit of oil to get it started, and I want to make sure that it's hot, not screaming hot or smoking, but I want to make sure it's hot enough so that when I put in my onion and garlic, it'll start to sizzle and immediately start to cook. So I'm just going to put a little bit of onion in there to see.
And it's going to do the happy dance.
And it's going to do the happy dance.
It means we know our oil is, but it's going to be bouncing around.
So yes, it's already. I had the pan on for about a minute beforehand just to make sure it's nice and hot. I'm going to get the onions cooked for just about a minute, just to get them started. You can start smelling that really nice onion smell.
How much onion did you put in there?
I put in about half a cup of onion. Now I'm going to put in 2 teaspoons of chopped garlic. It doesn't matter whether it's fresh garlic or from the jar, and it's really starting to heat up now.
Don't you love the way onions smell when they're cooking?
Yeah, I like sauteed onion.
It makes you think you're making something really fancy.
The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put in the dry seasonings, and this is the time you want to put in dry seasonings, not when there's already a bunch of liquid in there, because these are going to cook right into the onions and the garlic. So I'm putting in some powdered ginger.
And you got to be careful with that ginger. It gets a little too overpowering.
Yeah, it really does. It becomes a little bit too bitter. The next thing I added was cumin. I'm going to add some cayenne pepper. Now, if you have a fresh jalapeno pepper or serrano pepper and you want to add that, that's fine. But you're going to get the same decent heat with the powdered cayenne pepper. And again, what I'm trying to do is to show you that with a lot of canned goods, you can mix them and really make something creative without having to be really chefy. So,
and here's where the creativity comes in, because we're going to start putting in the canned goods. And so if you don't like sweet potatoes, you may want to use white potatoes, and they have those canned. It's amazing. As we started doing this, we found so many things that they have canned that you didn't even know.
Yeah, sweet potatoes is the best, though.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are. So now I'm going to put in the thicker items. I'm going to put in some tomato paste, and I'm also going to put in some peanut butter, because it can't be yam and peanut stew without some peanut butter. So I'm putting in about 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. I like to tell you to mix all of your ingredients. Every time you add an item, mix it in there. Equal opportunity for all the ingredients. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add peanut butter, about the same amount, about 3 tablespoons.
And that's the homemade peanut butter. When we have done that before.
Yes, so we have. This is homemade peanut butter, which you can go on to KETK, and I know that they have the recipe. So once these are starting to mix together, I'm going to add some liquid. I'm going to add tomato sauce, which is about a half a cup. Let me say about a half a cup. Again, I want to mix it all in together. And it's starting to smell really, really good.
I know, I'm getting hungry.
Yeah. Okay, the next thing I'm going to add is some either chicken or vegetable broth.
Okay.
Keep mixing it all in.
And that broth, you actually get the powder and create a broth from that.
You can do that, or if you have leftover chicken bones from a roaster chicken, then you can cook it down with some water and some seasonings and make your own. So this is really starting to look nice. Now I'm going to add
the yams.
The yams, because it can't be.
Before you add these in, we rinse these. So you don't just dump these in.
No, that's a good point. all your canned vegetables, your canned legumes and beans, drain them, rinse them real well, and then just let them, just dry out just a little bit so that you're getting all of that liquid that they're stored in. So I'm going to put in. That's
why people don't like the canned goods.
Oh, okay.
And you can also add a little bit of baking soda to that, which will take some of that canned taste out of there.
That's looking real good.
Yeah, it's starting to look really, really good. Those yams are in there. It's a can of yams. I'm going to use canned greens. Now you can use fresh greens, but once again I'm showing you that if you have a lot of canned goods in your pantry, then this is a way that you can just use all of them and enjoy them.
So what's your favorite greens to use?
I don't really eat greens that much, but growing up we used to eat green beans every Sunday because my dad loves green beans. So.
Well,
shout out to Mr. Gibson right there.
Every Southern family has some kind of green, right?
Yeah, they love green beans. That's what we ate pretty much every weekend.
The final vegetable I'm putting in are diced tomatoes. You can use the diced tomatoes and green chilies. Some people know them as rotel, but it's going to give it a little bit more spice.
Ooh. And did we drain these as well?
Sometimes you drain them. It depends on the recipe. These ones I did drain. I didn't want to use the juice because the stew I wanted it to be a little bit thicker. And then last but not least,
you got peanuts.
Got to use peanuts. And I'm going to put, for this recipe, and again, you can get it at KETK, is I'm adding about 1 cup of either unsalted or lightly salted peanuts. They can be dry roasted or they can be regular roasted. And I mean, it's just, you can see that it's really looking good here.
Yeah, it looks good. I'm ready. We started.
There you go. Show the audience there. And
he's going to stir it.
Come on.
Let me see if I can stir it a little bit.
We want you to be in here.
Hey, I feel like I'm at home cooking at home on my stove.
So if they had smell-o-vision, how good does it smell?
I try cooking, man.
Oh, you try? Well, hey, maybe you can learn something, right?
I know this is some easy little meals you can make.
And it may seem like those ingredients don't all meld together, or they wouldn't taste really well together, but well. So the final ingredient, the final test is.
Oh, that looks nice.
There you go.
So this is for me to try.
And that's for you to try.
Okay. These takes, we're gonna try some of this. Okay, I taste the peanuts. I don't really taste the green, so I could eat this.
See isn't it? Now you like that, don't you? Because
I could taste the rotel and everything.
Instead of leaving that can of greens and you're not going to open it up or whatever, it's a way to use it because they're healthy for you. Yes. So this is very healthy. You have a lot of protein in there. You've got some good positive starch. You have some really good fats in there, and this is a very healthy stew.
So you think you could do this?
I think I could try making something like that at home.
Good.
Nice little quick, easy to do with just canned goods, right?
Yeah.
I mean, you think about how long it took us,
Not that long. But where can people get more information about y'all and everything that y'all do?
You can, so think out of the can. You can go on to My Town USA. And we have what we do every month at the Elkhart Food Pantry, which is a collection of all of the churches that get together and service about 160, 170 families that are on food assistance. So that's My Town USA. Or if you want any more information, you can call 281-898-4874. And today it was yam and potato stew, and it is healthy and delicious.
Yes, sir. Well, thank y'all so much for coming in and showing me quick meals that we can make.
Well, thank you for having us.
Yes, sir. And yes, ma'am. For more information, go to the email right there on your screen.